Good morning, everybody, and welcome to my channel, Totally Transformed. My name is Dawn, and I do videos on life transformation, health and wellness, and my own personal journey healing from chronic illness. I don't know if you guys caught that because I used to say overcoming chronic illness, but this year I've decided to start saying healing from chronic illness. If you hadn't catch my last video, I explained to you guys the things that I'm doing different this year that are hopefully going to help me put my chronic condition into remission. And you can check that out by, it's an autoimmune disease, and I'll link the video below. But I just woke up. I probably look kind of ratchet. And I woke up late because I had some split sleep, which happens every so often when you're detoxing. Your body will get up between 1 and 3 a.m. and then it will start to want to cleanse. So, or just go, pee or something like that. Not to be disgusting. But anyway, first thing, I thought today I would take you on a journey with me on what I eat in a day. And I created actually several videos for you guys over the last few weeks, but unfortunately we had to skip this week in posting a video because for some reason our backup system didn't work, and whatever my husband backed up on this thumbnail it didn't work out. So it caused problems. I can't think of the word actually for it. But anyway, so I'll just take you today, guys, with what I'm eating a day. And I wanted to give you guys too a quick update on what's going on. I'll do that a little bit later. But I started out this morning with hot water with lemon, and basically I have a lemon tree in the back, and I freeze the lemon juice from those lemons. I still have a bunch on there. I still need to pick, but at least the majority of it's done. I have about 3 big freezer bags of lemon ice cubes. So every morning I just stick an ice cube in there. It's so convenient, and put some hot water on and drink it. Hot water with lemon is awesome for your health. It is a liver detoxifier. It helps to purify the water. So when I go out to eat, and I always order hot water with lemon, I get at least 3 lemons in a mug and drink that because it helps with digestion, and it also helps with bloating, getting rid of bloating. But one of the biggest things that it really treats that is awesome is it helps to get fat out of your body, okay? Specifically visceral fat, specifically fat that's in the liver, okay? So anytime whether you're thin or not, you will have some visceral fat. You just don't want too much. And really what separates a person being overweight or not, every person that's overweight has a lot of visceral fat, and it's what's causing the liver to be sluggish, because the liver is where they're finding the metabolism lies a lot. So this will help to get rid of visceral fat and help, and fat and toxins go hand in hand. So this is kind of my approach on things, is that the more I detoxify, the more I'll lose fat too. But I'll go into my detox journey a little bit later. But meanwhile, just come with me and I'll show you what I'll do today that's helping me heal from chronic illness. All right, so this is me washing my vegetables, and what I do is I wash my vegetables, just so you know, and fruits, in both a veggie wash that I get from Trader's, and I also use a little bit of peroxide that's just supposed to kill parasites, I guess. I don't know. I just had extra peroxide that I was going to use, but anyway. So there are 2 juices I'm going to be doing here. One is a citrus juice that includes 1 orange, 2 grapefruit. I have a ruby red and just a regular pink grapefruit, and then a lemon. And so that's not every day that I do that, but I've been doing that quite often. And then the other juice I'm doing is, my typical juice is cucumber, an organic cucumber, some celery, and a lemon. But today I'm going to add a few baby carrots because I had some baby carrots that were going to go bad. So I'm going to juice that up here in a minute. So I'm just prepping up these vegetables real quick. And pretty much they're all prepped. The only thing I need to do is just cut this lemon. You want to make sure that the skin is off of lemon because too much of this is toxic. Mine are, even if it's organic, it's just not good. So just make sure you cut up all of your lemon. And what I've been told when it comes to juicing, this is the old school method, but only mix lemon and apple in your juices. But these days, I mean, as long as you feel good, I'm sorry, look at my lemons can be kind of dry, so sometimes I have to cut a piece off. It just depends on the lemon. Most of them are good though. And then I have a half of a cucumber from yesterday. I'm gonna add that in there too. So I used a Breville. And I'm hoping to get a slow masticating juicer for my birthday. But I used this the lowest setting on here. And now I'm gonna juice. Typically when you're juicing carrots, I wanted to mention, you want to use the big ones. You don't want to use the small ones because they will not juice well. In fact, I'll have a lot of leavings in here, but that's basically it. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is you'll want to strain this. So just pour it in there and strain it. And I've mentioned this before, the reason you really want to do this is because you want this to go directly into your bloodstream, and in order for that to happen, you can't have much fiber. So a lot of people complain that, oh, it doesn't have fiber. It still has fiber. It has insoluble fiber instead of soluble fiber, but basically you want it to go directly into your bloodstream first thing in the morning. So you want to try to avoid fiber as much as possible when you're cleansing, okay? Okay, so now I got my juice. So this is almost 32 ounces of juice. I'm trying to drink about 32 ounces a day, so that's why I'm adding that citrus juice in there. And yeah, so hopefully this will give you guys some ideas on what you can do. My typical juices are, last year I was on a celery juice thing, you know, but I like adding right now the cucumber because it's really, really good for lymphatics and draining and bloating. It's awesome for bloating. Both cucumber and lemon's really good for that. So I really, really enjoy that. And this is something new, just adding the carrots to that. I sometimes add green apple to it if you like. If you don't like it this way, you can add green apple. To me, celery, cucumber, like all fruits and vegetables are sweet. So I have a really sweet sensitivity. So I would typically do 1 apple to this whole thing and it wouldn't be that sweet. But yeah, just do what you can do, you know, in the beginning. But I wanted to just go over with you guys, like, my journey thus far and some changes that I've made so far to this whole thing. It happened last week was, if you, like I mentioned before, I did a video. The previous video was on what I'm doing this whole entire year. And one of the things I had planned on doing was about anywhere from a 3 to 7 day cleanse once a month, okay? Typically, I was hoping for a 5-day cleanse. So I planned on a 5-day cleanse. I was super excited about it. You know, it's real simple to do. And on that Monday, I did what I normally do and went to yoga. And it was a little bit of a harder class, no big, but I already had this juice and then I had that citrus juice. I brought that on the way there, and then I knew I needed to go and get some supplies for juicing at this Asian grocery store. So I thought, well, if I'm there, I'll just get some coconut water, which I did. but I really wasn't that hungry. And then when I got home and I juiced my second juice, as I was drinking it, I was so hungry and I couldn't stop being hungry. And I'm like, oh. So I made a mistake of doing too much activity. And this really also, I have a memory of when I first started to do this, I made a mistake on my detox. I was just going to do a day fast or try to do a whole weekend of juicing. I really should have just stuck to one day when I first started. But I worked out that day and I couldn't do it. I felt like such a failure. Well, you have to keep your activity low because your calories are going to be low that day and your body will just be hungry. So I ended up having to eat around 2 o'clock, and all I did was eat one meal. And so then I kind of thought about it. I'm like, you know, this time of year is not a really good time of year to actually detox. And for those of you who don't know, I'm a licensed acupuncturist. I've practiced Chinese medicine over 15 years. And so according to Chinese medicine, during the winter, the cold constricts. Even in Phoenix, we're in Phoenix here, the cold will constrict and your body just won't release a lot of toxins and it can be too much. So I just thought, well, maybe my body's just trying to say this is not the right time. So instead I did what's called a partial fast. I ate one meal a day. And typically it was around 2, you know, is when I would eat my meal. And I may have had a meal and a snack. And then what I decided to do, I enjoyed it so much, I decided to keep on doing it. So I'm doing that mostly today. I may eat 2 meals today. I don't know. Today's kind of an unusual day because I'm not going to be eating until later this afternoon, but I think I can wait. So, but yeah, so that's what I'm doing is now a partial fast. What's ideal is if you can fast the majority of during the day, and then that's what they say, you know. But how it's going is that I'm doing a couple juices. I am having some fruit for breakfast, so that technically really isn't a fast, but it still is very cleansing. And then I'm eating a meal around 2, and then at dinner, I've been doing a smoothie. So that's how it's been working out. But today it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to try to fast all throughout the day. And then tonight I have an event that I'm doing with my friend Cherie Calbom. So I'll show you a little bit of footage of that. So anyway, yeah, that's what's going on thus far. And I have been noticing too, like I'm not 100% vegan. I mentioned that before in that previous video. I'm doing some bone broths. I'm doing some about portions of protein, about anywhere from 2 to 4 servings a week, maybe the most, okay? Which is a lot less than the average American, all right? But I've noticed some weeks I've wanted more and other weeks I've wanted less. So over the last couple weeks, I've only been doing a couple servings a week, maybe 3 the most. But there was one particular week I did a lot of servings, and that really just had to do because I made like this steak for my husband for his birthday, a grass-fed steak. And we had the portions are like that big. I mean, they're really small. So one steak lasted us for several meals and it was so yummy. So I probably maybe had 4 servings that week, no big, but you know, I felt good, you know, despite even so. And I'm enjoying this thus far. I am benefiting from it, and I'll keep you guys updated as it goes along, but I'll show you the rest of my day as I go along. All right, guys, so now I'm on to my second thing that I'm going to be doing here. I have all of this citrus cut up, and I'm going to juice it all. And what this will do is, first and foremost, it's a mucus cocktail. And so it gets rid of phlegm, dampness, mucus. According to Chinese medicine, phlegm and dampness is the root of a lot of conditions and diseases. So this is why that I'm doing this. I'm also doing this because it's this time of year. And I'm getting free grapefruit from my assistant. She has a awesome grapefruit. I have my own lemon. Of course, it's a little dry in the middle. And then the next door neighbor has an orange tree. So I get some oranges off of that. So yeah, so that's why I'm doing it, really. I'm gonna have a ton of fruit. And then I may, as soon as I'm done with the oranges, I'll just do the grapefruit and lemon. And it also supposedly is a fat burner. I have been losing a little bit of weight here and there, but I'm mostly just focused on getting healthy and not trying to worry so much about that. But I'm gonna go ahead and juice this. Okay, so if you don't like it so tart, you can actually add more oranges to it if you want, but just gonna put this in here. Ooh, leaking out a little bit. And drain it. I'm telling you guys, it's a yummy, yummy juice. You have to try this one. Okay, so here is my yummy, yummy drink. Oh, so good. Like I said, if you don't want it so tart, you can... Ooh, that is pretty tart today, though. You can add more orange to it. But anyway, what I also wanted to address with you is the fiber thing again. Like, because I've been trying to lower my macronutrients of fat in my diet, and the reason I'm doing that is, I don't know if I mentioned that before with you guys. That's another change that I'm making too. If you're going to be eating more higher in carb, you're supposed to lower the fat. So I'm trying to stick between under 20%. And they say the reason is because all of our cells have fatty lipid layers, and so it'll deliver more glucose to the cells, and if there's too much, then you'll store it as fat. So that's why. And anyway, yeah, I think I did mention that before. I'm not quite sure. But the fiber thing, again, just to address it, like, I get plenty of fiber. I've been normally I'm not putting a bunch of stuff in MyFitnessPal to look at it, but I have been the past few days, and it's saying it's over 250% of the minimum requirements, which they aren't very much. So I'm eating salads, I'm eating a ton of stuff. And then just for safekeeping, because I'm detoxifying and I know fiber is good for that, I just take it at night before I go to bed to help grab any toxins to come out. So typically people that are doing 100% juice fast, they will take a fiber pill at night too, okay? Just in general. So, but it seems as if I'm getting plenty of fiber. I was getting a lot more eating 2 meals a day than this, but I'm doing a smoothie a day. It's causing it to have a lot of fiber. So a ton of it, as a matter of fact. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that. And I'll show you what I'm going to do next for my lunch. Okay, so today I did an outfit change because I am filming my... That cabinet's open. I'm filming I have 2 YouTube channels. I have this Totally Transform one, and I have one on fertility, hope, and healing, which is part of my job. I'm a fertility coach and acupuncturist, so I help women get pregnant. But right now what I'm going to do is, I told you I was going to film my lunch, but I actually eat a little bit of breakfast. So this is what I'm having for breakfast, just some mango. This is a yellow small mango. I don't know what the name of it is. I was trying to figure this out, what the type of mango this is. This is known as a green or red mango. This is my favorite. This one's a little bit more tart. So I'm going to eat that for breakfast right now. And then for lunch, I'm going to do something with this avocado. I'm going to have a half of one and make a smoothie with that. So I'll share that with you shortly. Okay, so now I'm going to get going on my lunch. I have some spinach here. I have an avocado. I have a very ripe banana. And what I'm going to do is, in the blender right now, as you can see, I have some coconut milk and I have some raw walnuts that are soaking. I have these walnuts. I stick them in a jar. They're in the freezer. Most of the time I stick them in a jar. And then I'm going to add also some of this organic raw vegan protein powder to it, and that will be lunch, and I'll show you how that goes. Okay, so here is the smoothie. This isn't good lighting, let's do that. There you go. Now you can see it much better. I forgot to mention that I add in some flaxseed. I added about a pinch of that, about a teaspoon. That helps to harmonize your blood sugar. I'm sorry. It helps to harmonize your hormones. And so I used that, and then I only used a half avocado. I'm just going to take the other half and make some guacamole for my husband tonight for dinner. Or if you stick it, if you keep the nut, the seed in here, and then you stick it in a baggie right away, and then put it in a dark, you know, fridge, it will last for tomorrow. It'll be barely brown. So that is one thing too. This smoothie is not that sweet. So for today, I added a little bit of monk fruit sweetener, but you can add another half a banana, or you can add some maple syrup, honey, whatever you want to do. So good. That's one of my favorite smoothies. It's so delicious. So avocados and bananas are really, let me just say this, avocado itself helps to stabilize your blood sugar, and then both that and banana helps with constipation. So if you're dealing with constipation, which I'm not, but can easily if I don't drink enough water or if I'm not eating enough fiber. And so, yeah, you do not want to be constipated at all. If you are detoxing, it'll make things 100% worse. You've got to make sure you're getting that out. So, but if you feel too like you're getting a lot of detox symptoms, you can add some avocado to your diet, and that'll help slow things down. But I just have this on hand typically just because I enjoy it. It's one of my favorite smoothies. I usually do either that or a wild blueberry smoothie. So yeah, so that is my detox for today. So tonight I'm going to show you what it is I'm doing. I am meeting with a friend of mine, Cherie Calbom. I've mentioned her before in my previous videos, and I set up an event for her, connected her, well, she did all the work, but I connected her with a person at a local health food restaurant that I love called Pomegranate Cafe. So I'm going to be going there later this afternoon for an early dinner, and then I'm helping her with the event, doing some things for her for that. So that will be the next thing you'll see. Okay guys, I'm now at Pomegranate Cafe, and we are having an enjoyable little snack really of just this quesadilla. I mean, just look at this guys, it's so delicious. Got vegan cheese on a sprouted grain. I am with Cherie, the juice lady right here. She is going to be doing a talk tonight and launching her new YouTube channel.
Juice Lady Cherie.
Yes,
You'll have to tune in.
You'll have to follow her channel. But anyway, I just wanted to show you guys my last meal of the day, close up. And if you guys would like to join this community, please subscribe to my channel. And you can follow us also on Facebook under Totally Transformed with our Facebook group. And yeah, if you have any comments or questions, please leave them below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. And I'll see you guys next time. Love and bless.